What's up, guys? Coach Noah Lee here with another Wednesday segment of Coach's Corner. And today I wanted to talk about correlation versus causation. So there is a popular website, I believe it's called Spurious Correlations, that likes to point out these absolutely wacky things that are correlated. And I'll read some of them to you. Per capita cheese consumption in the United States is almost perfectly correlated with the number of people who die by becoming entangled in their bed sheets. Another one is the number of people who drown by falling into a pool is almost nearly perfectly correlated with the films that Nicolas Cage appeared in that year. Do any of these cause one or the other? Absolutely not. So what are some examples in the fitness and nutrition exercise space about correlation not necessarily equaling causation? Deadlifting. A ton of people like to say that deadlifting is bad for your back. Is deadlifting actually bad for your back, or is it just your shit form that makes you look like a dog taking a shit when you're deadlifting that's bad for your back? Another hugely popular one is that sugar is inherently bad for you. Now, in studies that look at sugar and health decrements, and when they do show health decrements, a lot of time we see subjects in those studies gaining weight. So, is it the sugar that's actually bad, or is it just because, almost any time you see somebody gain weight, there's gonna be some health marker decrements. So actually, we really don't have any evidence to show that independent from a caloric surplus, meaning if somebody's not gaining weight, that sugar is bad for you. So again, correlation does not necessarily equal causation. So when looking at research studies, specifically correlation studies, what these studies do is they look at the relationship that two variables have with one another. So they can't necessarily prove causation, they can only prove this relationship that they have. So what is the main point of me talking about all of these correlations not necessarily equaling causations? Well, you've probably seen quite often, especially if you follow myself, Lane, any other members of Team Biolayne, is a lot of people like to talk very dogmatically, meaning speaking in absolutes about certain things. And a lot of the time, they might just be talking about correlations. So think critically, don't necessarily take everything at face value. And just because there may be a relationship between two variables does not necessarily mean one is causal of the other. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to stay tuned for our weekly Wednesday Coach's Corner video. You can follow me at Noah David Lee. See you next week.